Howdy, I'm Rat, and I have a new little video series that I'm going to be doing where I showcase my collection. I'm going to be starting with main 5s, and today I'm going to do short hairs because, well, I want to. I love watching other people do videos like this, and I enjoy talking about my collection, so that's kind of why I want to do this series in the first place. I also know that I was going to wait for my Kali collection video once I moved and had a proper setup, but that doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. I'm going to do the Kali collection last out of the main 5s in hopes that we'll move by then, but I doubt it. So yeah. My impatient ass could not wait. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so first up, we have number 5, which I actually have 3 number 5s. While number 5 can have a red magnet, blue magnet, or hole, all of mine are the red magnet variant. I'll talk more about this one later. This one is definitely my favorite. It came with the board game. I got the whole board game along with the pets that came with it. And I like to keep multiple of the short hair because its airbrushing varies a lot since how often it was re-released. This one obviously has a few problems. It's ink stained, it has what I think is nail polish on it, its foot was chewed, and also its magnet fell out because of the foot being chewed. So he's crusty and I love him. Next up is short hair number 19. This one has a few magnet variants. The one that I have is the head magnet variant. So if you don't know, oh, there's a cat here. Some of the early pets were released with head magnets so they could hold onto magnetic accessories instead of magnets in their feet. Ignored that. His head is very heavy, and also his peg is like this weird tannish color, like the base of the peg, which I think is kind of neat. But yeah, I love this silly little guy, even though his eyes are a little ugly, in my opinion. Whenever I see this pet, I think of that one Teenage Dirtbag LPS music video. Anyway, this is number 71. I got him from my friend Panda in a trade. I mostly got him for collecting pets 1 to 100, but he's grown on me a bit. Like, I honestly really like him. He's just like a little nerd. He's got a red magnet, which I'm pretty sure he's only been released with a red magnet, but I could be wrong because I'm not that knowledgeable on magnet variants for short hairs and stuff. I also got his twin number 72 from Panda as well. I also got her for 1 to 100, but I honestly am really happy with her because there are some 72s where their body is just so off from their head, but this one looks pretty nice. She's a pretty one. And again, red magnet. I don't know if she was released with anything different. I don't think so. I also got this one from Panda. This is number 246, which now that I think about it, I honestly got a lot of my short hairs from Panda. She has a red magnet, and I honestly, as soon as I got her, I fell in love with her. I didn't even know this short hair existed when I originally got her, because it was when I first started recollecting again, and I just, like, I saw her, I love her soft color palette. I fell in love. She's so pretty. Next up is the iconic 339. Of course, people know her as Brooke Hayes from LPS Popular, but nostalgia aside, I actually really like this short hair, and I think she's really pretty. She's, of course, got a blue magnet, and she is the first short hair that has the new body mold. As you can see, these legs are a bit more angled and straight, where this is a lot more curved, and they're also like a bit chunkier. This is just the difference between red magnet short hairs and blue magnet short hairs, because when they gave them blue magnets, they changed the body mold. And honestly, I think I prefer this body mold, but I think the original is also very cute. This short hair is my absolute favorite short hair ever, and one of my favorite pets as a whole. This is short hair number 391. He's also one of my favorite characters, and yes, I said he. I am a feminine man myself. I like to wear feminine things and such, and I wanted a LPS character to project onto when it came to that, and this is him. His name is Ezra. Did I say that? I don't know. I'm aware that people do not view this short hair as a man, but hey, It's a plastic toy, and if I say he's a feminine man, he's a feminine man. You don't gotta view 391 in that way, but he's my boy. Of course, he's got a blue magnet. All right, so next up is 525. I know this one has another number. I forgot. 525 is just way easier to remember. But anyway, I honestly really like her. She gives off summer vibes to me. I prefer her as opposed to the puzzle shorty because I think that the green just goes better with the yellow and the orange as opposed to the blue. She has a very visible magnet. Oh my god, that's a clean circle blue magnet. Here's a very nostalgic pet for me. So I also got this from Panda in a trade, and she's number 852. She was one of my favorite pets as a kid. This one is honestly really neat because it looks like it has some sort of error or damage to the eye. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. I think it looks really unique. And she has a hole, but I love her. 933. Mine has like a really bad wobble problem. And I could fix it, but I just don't care enough to because I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like the short hair that much, mostly because I'm not a big Star Eye fan. I don't like a lot of the pets that have them, but you know, it should be really cute without it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the 339 lovers. And she has a hole, of course. This is another nostalgic pet for me, along with another pet that I got from Panda, but this time as a gift. Thank you, Panda, I love you. Her number is 1116. I really love her, honestly. She's one of my favorite short hairs, I'd say, but I don't know if that's just the nostalgia talking. Either way, I love her, and she has a hole, of course. This one is one that you saw me get recently. It's 1451. Similar to 391, I also view this one as a feminine man, like that's what his character will be. I haven't gotten much of his character figured out though yet, but it's just more me projecting. Anyway, at first I didn't really like this short hair, but I have really grown to love it since getting it. I think a big reason is because the mouth constantly gets misprinted, but mine is like perfect, so. And then last but not least, 1905. I hate ending on a bad note, but I'm going to be so honest. I don't really like this short hair. I'm still keeping it, and I'm happy to have it for collection purposes, but like, I don't really like it. I'm sorry to all the 1905 lovers if you're watching this. She's kind of ugly. Alright, that's it for my short hair collection. I do have a custom that technically it counts, but it's also ugly because it was my third ever full custom and I don't know if I want to show it. I also do have non-traditional short hairs, like the ones with a different head shape or like sitting short hairs. I didn't know if I wanted to include them or not. If you want, I can make a whole separate video about them because I do have some juicy ones like 1162 and stuff like that. For now, I'll just see. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye.